Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we're just going to jump right into it. Look at the picture. Look at what they have on. Short sets, matching, both of them. Ridiculous. That's all I have to say. Like, I was going to go on this whole thing because, I don't really like short sets on men. I don't think it's cute. I'm sorry. I think it's corny. I think it's so fucking corny. And for them to be dressed alike as grown men in those colors, every time I looked at them, I was just like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. And I used to think Joe was just pulling stuff out of his ass when he used to be like, oh, they're calling each other and they're, coordinating their outfits. I'm like, no, there's no way. It was just a coincidence. However, when we start wearing camo at the same time, and now we're wearing short sets, and they do it a lot now. I mean, a lot. It's ridiculous. It's like, why are we doing that? Seriously, as grown ass men, why are we trying to dress alike? We move. Okay, before we move, let me just say this. I will not say all short sets. I would say if you are just running around wearing a short set, yeah, that's not cute. However, if you're on vacation and you have like a little linen situation going on and you have the shirt, the button down open, and yeah, that's cute. I think that's cute and that's acceptable. This, however, absolutely not. All right, you guys, this is actually going to be a quick one. Not a lot to talk about. We're going to start with episode 935, No Reason to Be Humble. Basically, it started off with Ish and Joe getting into it because Ish cannot do a backflip. And Joe is wondering why he just won't say, I can't do a backflip. And for some reason, Ish won't just say it. Mark had told him before that he would let him off the hook. What did they bet, like 5,000 or 6,000, something like that? And for some reason, Joe is all over Ish's back about this money. But they ended up talking about the Knicks winning, which he's very happy about. So that's great. That's good. But they talked about it for maybe 40 minutes or so. It's a little ridiculous. It was a bit much. Then we have Mona coming in super late. You guys, so they talked about how Michael Jackson did not really have any biological kids because Mark was saying that he doesn't feel like he has actually been with a woman. Michael Jackson had actually been with a woman. And they're like, well, he got kids. So Ish and Joe made out like they didn't understand the fact that those weren't really his biological kids. And they're like, why would you say that? Why would you? They are Caucasian kids, like fully Caucasian kids. And Ish is like, no, I have people in my family that, yeah, we all have light-skinned, high yellow people in our family. However, those kids are white, like totally white. Then we found out that Ice used to be security. Ice used to be security. And when I tell you, Mark was all over him, Mark and Joe, and a little bit of Mona. Mona was actually funny this episode, but we're going to talk about today's Patreon. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, so Ice and Mark, you guys, something's going on there. Mark is going after Ice more, and Ice don't like it. So Ice is now trying to go back at Mark, and I love to see it. I'm not going to lie. I love it. All right, you guys, let's just get to the shits. Let's just get to today's Patreon. And you guys know this channel, I am a Mona fan. I do nothing but cake for Mona. I got her back and I enjoy Mona. Today on Patreon, I did not. I did not at all. And it drove me crazy. She drove me nuts today. She was screaming. I mean, just screaming. Everything she said was, I got a question. Can I ask you guys a question? I want to ask. It was just so ridiculous today. But not only her, Mark was doing it. Imani was doing it. It was just too much. Today was a terrible listen. When I tell you I had to keep taking breaks, I literally had to keep turning it down, number one, because her over talking everybody, she's screaming. And then as soon as they keep cutting her off or don't let her talk, she got an attitude. She drove me crazy today. And she pissed Mark off so bad today. Of course, he couldn't say it, but his face was saying everything. Take a look.
This is actually an interesting question because I don't.
Don't nobody stand out in the chorus like Imani.
I don't know.
Whoa, silent night.
You know, between
Silent.
pods, everybody think you go take something.
You guys, her behavior today was definitely like she had taken something. Like when I say it was crazy, she had so many awkward moments that I just had secondhand embarrassment. I was just like, what is going on with her? She was not the same. She was not the same. And I think he needs to do something. I know they, like I said, I think in the very last video, they do all kind of stuff up there, the drinking, the weed, all that stuff or whatever. And she even said she was on Adderall last time. And this time, like, it just was not a good look at all. It was a terrible listen. And everyone in the comments was saying the same thing. It was horrific. Like, she has to do better. And Joe has to make them do better. Between, once again, Mark on the phone, her on the phone the whole time. Like, he needs to put his foot down and do something, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. But that's kind of it that happened today. We found out that some people don't want to come up there for an interview because of ICE. And who cares? Like, we don't like interviews anyway. We don't like interviews and we don't like ICE. So there's that. We are in a no-win situation here. But that's it. Not keeping you guys long this time. Not much happened, except them going on about abortion for almost an hour. Like, it was ridiculous, and it was just such a long conversation about one thing. We found out that some people don't want to come up there to be interviewed because of ICE, but we don't like interviews and we don't like ICE. So there's that. If you are still here, you are the real MVP. You guys like the video for me, please. It helps to push it out to other people. And subscribe. How did I forget that one? Subscribe. I would love to have you. God damn it. Now I gotta do it all over again. I don't feel like it, you guys. All right, take two. Subscribe. I would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family, and it is absolutely free of charge. All right. Talk to you guys later. Smooches.